Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So my name is Autumn if you're new here, and today we are coming at you in my bedroom because this was a nice lighting situation and I'm just feeling really good. So I was gonna post a morning routine, but then I realized let's talk about goals and let's talk about my goals. Maybe that'll inspire you just in case you haven't thought about your goals yet, or you haven't wrote them out, or you need to like revise them a little bit, or you just need a little bit of motivation, because you know I am all about goals. So I'm super excited because we're in a new decade. So new decade, new goals, new year. I'm just really excited and I'm here for it. I love the start of a new year because everyone's so motivating and it gets you motivated, and I'm just like, let's do it. So I wanted to talk to you about my goals, and I am drinking a very large coffee, and I'm going to be telling you my goals and show you exactly how I am doing it this year, because I'm doing it a little bit different this year because last year wasn't my year. I don't know if you watched my previous video, but I basically just kind of broke down how 2019 I didn't really achieve much, and I think it's because I did not have a clear definite goals as well as how to get there. I wrote down goals last year and I was saying to myself they're too lofty, but it wasn't necessarily they're too lofty, but I was so caught up with writing the goals I didn't write how I was going to get there. So if you don't know how you're even going to get there, let me tell you something, you might not get there. So this year, 2020, my goal is to really just write down what I want and go after the life that you love, you know? Like, that's what it is about. And I'm tired of being stuck where I am. So it's time to get it together, and I'm just excited for it. So I wrote down my goals. I'm trying to find them in my pictures. And I'm gonna tell you all about my personal goals for 2020. Okay, so one thing that I did, and which is a tip, is to definitely make sure you put your goals where you can see them every single day. Put them places where even though you may not think you look, you are unconsciously looking at your goals and remembering what you need to do to get there. So for instance, my fridge, I don't necessarily just look on my fridge, but I know that they're there and I'll peek and glance at them, and sometimes I'll even just sit there and really think about how am I going to do this, how am I going to achieve. So what I did this year, I did write down 10 goals, and I wrote them down in two categories, so personal and business. So I made them very specific. So let's start off with personal goals. So the first goal is professional photos with my husband and I, as well as separate. I've always wanted professional photos, especially of us, and separate. I want us to have like really nice photos so we can like frame them. So the only way to do that is if I like plan it, and that's not even that big of a deal. But I think what I didn't do it last year is because I just felt like I don't really know how to take pictures in front of a camera, like I'm nervous. But I think the thing is to just do it and they'll help you. I mean, every person who took photos before probably weren't perfect, you know, at it the first time. So definitely one of my goals. And then my second goal is to vacation once a quarter, so that's 4 times a year. Last year we did not vacation at all. I mean, we took a couple work trips, we took a day trip with the family, but like I'm talking about us as a husband and wife, just, you know, taking vacations, you know, at least 4 times a year. I mean, I want to take real vacations, you know, but last year it just didn't happen. So this year we're gonna make it a goal to do that. So then my third goal is to get a new car, which I'm very specific with what I want. I want a new Range Rover Velar Sport, white with black rims. Boy, that would be lovely. And I actually went today to the dealership. I'm posting this the same day, and I went today to the dealership to like go see the car that I thought was there. They were closed today, but I still want to go see it, but it wasn't out. I don't know if it was inside the building or not, but it wasn't out like on the lot. But that's my car. I actually sat in one today and I was like, wow, this is nice. I was like, this is what I want. I was like feeling so good. My husband took some pictures of me and it just made me feel like I can really achieve this, you know? So if you want a new car, go sit in it, go test drive it. Feel the feelings that you're gonna feel when you have your car, because if you want a new car, you're gonna get it, you know? So my next goal is to be at my goal weight, which is 145 pounds. And I set this because before, when I was trying to lose weight in the past, that was like my set weight before I got married, before I got the happy weight and all of that stuff. And I used to want to lose weight. I used to think I was big. I have so many pictures, progress photos, when I was trying to lose weight a long time ago, because I was like, I'm not small enough. I was so small, and I looked, I mean, not small, but like smaller. And I mean, like, I was so small and I still want to lose weight type thing. But for my body frame, I felt like, wow, I'm so surprised that I really didn't want like the body that I had at that moment. And I'm really disappointed in myself because I looked amazing. But of course, you know, sometimes you have influences that make you feel like you need to lose more, you need to be skinnier. So I definitely want to get back to my goal weight, and I'm really not that far off. I'm like 20 pounds, 21 pounds. So, you know, we're gonna make it happen this year for sure. And the next personal goal that I have, which all these are not in order, but I would for sure say this one's number one, is for me and my husband to get baptized. We have been studying for a while, and I know for sure we both made that, we had a conversation the other day, and we talked about how we really want to do that, and we really want to make that a goal this year, because that's definitely important, and we want to grow spiritually together, and that is definitely a goal. So then let's talk about business goals. So I have 5 goals as well. First goal is to triple my YouTube income to $1,500 in 1 month. I just basically want to triple my income. I mean, I've been on YouTube for 2 years now, and I'm really trying to grow. And I know somebody's probably gonna be like, you're using real numbers, but yeah, I mean, why not? You know, like, this is what I want. I want you to be specific, because I'm super specific with my goals. And you know, there's no shame. If I want to make a little bit more money on YouTube, that's fine. I post videos Sunday and Wednesdays. You subscribe. So yeah, that's that. I just want to make more money on YouTube because I put in a lot of work and I want to see the return, you know. There's nothing wrong with that. My second goal is to pay off all of our debt, all of our business debt. We have debt, you know, we own a business, which is fine, perfectly fine, as long as you do it well. And I just want to pay off all our debt, simple. And that was a goal for last year, but we didn't really do anything to work towards that, so I'm glad I put it back on my list. So number 3 is to triple our business income. So that's super important. We work really hard at it, and it is a good business, and I like it. My husband does a very well job running it, because I have another job myself, and he runs it. He takes care of everything, which is awesome. I'm so glad for him. He's very smart, and I know that we can really triple our income, so that'll be cool. And the next goal, number 4, hire employees for our business. So we want to expand this year, hire employees, so that we don't have to be working in the business, we can be working on the business. That's the goal. And number 5, grow my subscribers to 20,000. I reached 5,000 by the end of the year, and that was definitely my goal, which I was like so surprised, because it was like 2-3 days before the end of the year. So I really want to get to 20,000 subscribers. I don't want 100,000, 50,000, all these things. I mean, if I get there, cool. But I used to say I want 100,000 subscribers. But honestly, that's not necessarily what I want. I mean, that's cool, but I want a community. And I think 20,000 is a good sized community of people who really genuinely like watching me. So, I mean, if I grow more than that, that's cool, but I want to be realistic. And I know that I'm trying to be more niche with the video content and stuff like that I have. So yeah, 20,000 subscribers, subscribe baby. Okay, so let's talk about some ways to achieve your goal. I kind of touched on it a little bit. First thing, definitely put your goals places where you will see them every single day. I mean, if you look in your fridge, if you look on your nightstand, put them everywhere, your door, everywhere, because then you'll constantly be reminded of, okay, this is my goals. All year round, you're gonna be thinking, okay, wait a minute, I really need to achieve these goals. So how can I move the needle? You may think of something one day that you didn't think the other, and then all of a sudden you're working towards achieving those goals. The second thing is to do measurable goals, like SMART goals. So make really specific goals that are actually attainable, things that you know you can actually achieve. Since I'm at 5,000 subscribers and I've kind of been growing pretty slow for the most part, I will definitely say 20,000 is like measurable, just because I mean, it's not a crazy amount, but I think if I really stay consistent with my content this year that I'm really trying to do, I will for sure be able to like reach that and elevate my content and whatnot, as well as tripling our business. You know, if you're putting in that effort, yeah, that you'll surely be able to reach your goals. So my third thing is to come up with a theme word for the year. Since last year wasn't my best year, and I know why. It's because I wasn't consistent. So my word this year is definitely consistency, and that encompasses everything. That encompasses my health, my spiritual, my family life, my work life, everything. I really need to focus on being consistent this year. Like even today, I was starting to get really lazy, you know, like we ate some pizza. I didn't get full, but I was still feeling kind of like, you know, groggy, like, oh, let's just chill out. But I was like, no, I need to get this video uploaded, get this video done. So I definitely need to be consistent all year round. And I need to do that by tracking all of my habits, which is what I'm doing, and I'll show you exactly how I'm doing that. So then my next step is to let somebody know that you know cares about you, not just like some random person. Let people know what exactly you're trying to achieve, what you want to achieve, so they can hold you accountable, or they can, like, you know, constantly be reminding you, hey girl, you want to go to the gym if your gym is something that you want to be consistent in, or hey, you know, you want to get a smoothie bowl instead of eating ice cream on a Friday night, stuff like that. You know, have somebody that's doing it with you. Here's the thing, at the beginning of the year, gyms, all those things, they get filled up because everyone has all this motivation. 3 months in, everybody quits on their goals. Last year, honestly, I was so excited, and then I realized, I guess because I didn't have those steps that I needed to achieve my goals, I lacked consistency because I was just like, I don't really know how to get there. Let me tell you something, and which is my next tip. Whenever you write out your goals, which don't make them anything like crazy. I have a lot of goals, but they're kind of encompassed in the goals that I set out. You know, there's a lot of mini goals in the goals, but if I achieve those goals, that means I'm also consistent with the mini goals. You know what I'm saying? So like getting to my body weight that I want to be again, like how I was before I was married, before the pre-happy weight. I know that I need to be consistent in the gym. I need to be consistent with what I eat. I need to make sure I'm eating a lot of fruits and vegetables. Those are habits and goals, but it's in one goal. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, what I was saying was, whenever you come up with these goals, please make a game plan and really stick to it, because I promise you, if you don't have that game plan, there's this like huge gap with who you are now and who you want to be. Let me tell you something, you're the same person, but that gap is those habits, those tasks, those daily things that you're doing. And if you're not doing them, I promise you, you're not going to achieve your goals. Definitely do that. So then the next thing that I will say, which is the first time I'm ever doing this, is to really break up your goals, right? So you have these lofty goals and you need to decide, how long is it going to take for these things to happen? You need to have measurable goals, time sensitive goals. So I want to be at my dream body weight right now, currently, in 6 months. So what is that, June? Yeah, June. I want to be 145 pounds by June. So because I know that specifically how long it's going to take me and how long I want to get to that point, I can work backwards in steps to get to where I want to be. Super important, y'all. Super important. So once you know that, you can really capitalize on your goals because you have a time sensitive thing. If you know you want to read 12 books a year, okay, so 12 books a year, you got 12 months. Okay, so that means 1 book a month. How am I going to read that 1 book? You know, that's what you need to be thinking about. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the coffee's kicking in and I'm like, I've only drank just a little bit. Okay, so with that, after you figured out how long you want for your goals, like, you know, when are you going to want to achieve these things, break your goals up in quarters. And that's what I mean by, I've never done this before. I've never broke my goals up in quarters. So January to March, April to June, and then July to September, October to December. I think that's how it is. I'm pretty sure. Oh my gosh, don't quote me. Break them up into quarters. So let's say my first quarter, I'm working on specific goals that will reach my overall goals for the year. So you're not trying to do everything in the exact, you know, 12, everything that you want to achieve. Some goals you may want to achieve by the end of the year. So if you put everything on your goals, you're going to be very overwhelmed because you're not going to know what to work on, and then you're trying to work on this habit that ends at the end of the year. When you have another one that ends in 3 months, you should be really focusing more on that one. So I'm going to show you on my door how I basically broke up my quarterly goals. I haven't even did my second, third, or fourth quarter yet because I'm focusing so much on my first quarter, because that's what's important. That's what I'm in right now. So I'm just really excited. Once I broke down the first quarter, I felt like I can probably really achieve this, which is really good. So then my next and last tip is to make a vision board. I was supposedly making one last year, but I never looked at it. I made one, but it was on like a binder that I hardly use, and it was just like this whole big thing, and I basically never looked at it, and that's not okay. So I made a vision board, but I see Michelle B do a different type of vision board, and she put it on her door. She put the pictures on her door, and I'm like, wow, that makes total sense, because something that you can look at every day, but it's not like hanging up on your wall, you know, like we're in high school again type thing. So, but which is fine. If you want to put your vision board on your wall, go ahead, but I didn't really want to do that. So I'm super excited, and it was a good idea. I really like how she did it. I haven't finished mine yet. I need like 3-4 more pictures because there's a couple more things I want to achieve, but I haven't put it on there yet because I need to like print it out. But I'm just super excited because vision boards work, y'all. When you constantly look at your vision boards, you will like really achieve some things on there. And don't bombard it with a whole bunch of things, but just do the significant things that you really want. And it's crazy because 2018 was my best year yet. So many good things happened. I got married, I moved out and got my dream apartment, I graduated college, I got my 2 kittens, I became an unbaptized publisher. Several things happened, and it was a really good year. The thing is, I didn't notice until the next year when I looked back at a picture, not even the actual vision board. I already threw it away. I looked back at a picture and I had specific things on that vision board accomplished. Mind blown. I took a picture of a ring. I have the exact wedding ring. I even did this on Pinterest when in like 2013, the exact ring I have. I never looked at that again. Like when I first did, I did, but I never really, I mean, when do you look at that again? You know what I'm saying? From 2013, and this was in 2019. I got my dream ring. I went in there and picked out exactly what I wanted, and then I looked at my 2018 vision board. Mind you, me and my husband did not plan on getting married in 2018. That was not a thing that was rolling through my head. When I created my vision board at the beginning of 2018, I did not think I was getting married. I don't even know why I put a ring on there, but it happened. That's incredible. So, but what I did with the 2018 vision board, I had a lot of stuff on there. I like put so much stuff on there. So this year, I don't want to do that, and I put certain things that I really want to achieve, which I'm about to show you. And then I'm going to show you my quarter goals. I put it all on my door, and I put it on the back of my door, so it's not like super loud, and like when you're walking in the main area, if someone was here, you couldn't really see it. So I'm going to show you that, but I'm just really excited. I'm pumped. This is going to be a great year. Plan out your goals. Do what you need to do. Do not let that laziness, those bad habits get back into your life. One thing for me that I need to work on, that I need to cut to really see some growth, stop being on my phone so much, also known as watching YouTube. I need to create more than I consume, and I knew this last year, but I really need to work on a little bit more. So that's one thing. As well as, you know, just kind of piddling around. I really need to do things and stick to my schedule to move the needle because I have goals. So if you want to achieve things this year, just do it. Really work on it every single day. I promise you, you will become closer and closer there. This is your year, and I know we're gonna have a great year, and I'm gonna keep you accountable. So let me know in the comments below, what is some of your goals that you have for this year, and how, you know, maybe I can help you with some words of wisdom, or, you know, keep you accountable. So yeah, I'm gonna show you how I broke it up in my vision board currently, but keep in mind I still have to add a couple things to the pictures, just like 3 things on the vision board. Okay, so first I'm going to show you what's on my vision board, but I am going to tell you exactly what it is that I'm missing. So I want to start a podcast. So I really want to put a picture up of like podcast gear and I'm not quite sure what the name is going to be. So if you have any suggestions, let me know in the comments below. But I really want to start a podcast. That's really what I want to branch out this year and do for like another source of income, as well as just something that I really want to give back to you guys, because I really love podcasts, and I think it would be like a great thing for me to start, because your girl loves to talk and I would love that freedom to really just talk and have a chat with you. And as well as an exact picture of me when I was 145 pounds, which I have several of, instead of the girl right there. So I want to take that away because that's not me, and I want to put an exact picture of what I know that I can be. Okay, so I'm going to start with this. This is the Range Rover Velar that I really want. I printed out the exact picture that I want. It is beautiful. That's my dream car. I've always wanted this car, and I would love to just work really hard this year to achieve it and get the car that I really want. So then there I am. That's my YouTube channel, and I photoshopped well, not Photoshop, but I used PicMonkey to put 20,000, well, not PicMonkey, what did I use? Oh yeah, Canva to put 20,000 subscribers. I would love to see that. That is my for sure goal. And then I put this for baptism. This was at an international convention one year, and I put this exact picture because my husband is African American and I'm mixed, and this was the closest picture that I can get. And then I want to increase my YouTube income, as I said, so I just put this picture here because I found it on Google. And then, as I said, I'm going to change this to an actual picture of me. I really want to travel a lot this year, which is why I put this here. I want to go somewhere tropical, but me and my husband also talked about going skiing. That would be like super cool. And then I want to work with sponsors this year. I really want to work with sponsors. I really want to work at brands and stuff that I love, and that would be really cool. I would love to just work with like an actual company, not like someone from Amazon, you know? And then this one is for hiring employees for our business. That would be super cool. And this was like a pretty cool picture that I saw because they're like brainstorming and stuff like that. I kind of like cut the picture off. But I think that is super important to grow any business. You always need to reach out and get help. And then I need a new laptop. Sadly, my laptop crashed the other day, so it's done. So I need a new laptop, and this actually wasn't going to go on my vision board, but now that my laptop crashed, it's definitely time. And this is the income goal that I have for all of me, my husband, and everything combined is this number. And then, as I said, debt-free, all business debt be gone. So then I'm probably gonna add like the podcasting mic or something like right here, and then put the picture of me right there, and then it'll be complete. And this is at the back of my door so I can see it, and I try to look at it every day because it really does inspire me. This is the life that I want, so gotta go after it. So this is what I was talking about by breaking up your quarters. So I did this for every quarter, and I just wrote 2020 goals, and then quarter 2, and then I did like April to June, but I didn't write anything. So this one's kind of customized right now because this is the quarter. So I just put little stickers. I've got big plans, grit and grace, empowered women, empower women. I can and I will, because she looked similar to me. So the first thing I start off with, I broke down the goals that I want. So I know to achieve what I want, I had to break them down. So I did schedule the photo shoot. I can do that in the first 3 months. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's no big deal. No matter if I do it in the first 3 months or not, as long as I schedule it, because that's the goal. So plan and save for a mini vacation, because that's what I said I wanted to do. Attend all meetings and Bible study. So this is what I was talking about. So I want to get my dream weight in 6 months. So to do that, and each quarter is 3 months, so that's 10.7 pounds a month, 3.6 pounds monthly. When you break it down like this monthly, that's nothing. That's literally nothing. I know for a fact I can do that times 2. So no big deal there. So save $25 weekly minimum, which I've already started doing that this week. Woo-hoo. And then consistently upload Sundays and Wednesdays. The only way to grow my YouTube channel is if I am consistent. So let me know in the comments below. It'd be like morning or night uploads for Sundays and Wednesdays. So consistently reach out to homeowners, that's for our business, and print out the perfect car that I want. And I've actually already achieved that, which is right here, so that's exciting. And then I wrote down my why, or how I feel if I do achieve this. So by achieving these goals, I will feel amazing, like I have purpose. I am relatable, valuable, and inspiring. I will reach all of my expectations this quarter. And this is kind of my 3 theme words: relatable, valuable, and inspiring. This is what I want to remember, like who I am and what I stand for. And once I really put that in perspective, I realized what was my goal here. So that's those 3 things. And then I had this feeling to put a scripture. This is so ugly. The highlighting, I should have highlighted it. But it's Proverbs 3:5. Trust in Jehovah with all your heart and do not rely on your own understanding. So that is everything that I did, that I put right there on the door, and I can see it every single day, and I try to look at it every single day to get me inspired to go after the life that I personally love, that I know that I'm gonna feel my best in. Since last year wasn't really the best year, this year I'm really trying to make it my best year yet. So I think what it was is I had such high expectations for 2019 since 2018 was so good, but I don't think it should be like that. I think every year take it as it is and just go, you know, move forward with that. So yeah, but also I want to show you one last thing and let you know one last thing, because I told you I have all these goals, but because they're time sensitive, I want to tell you the time frame that I have for everything, so that I have a measurable process of what I should be doing each and every week. All right, so I have my planner here. I actually got this planner from Target and it is so good. It is the Day Designer, and it has like this section in the beginning where you really write out all your goals and stuff like that. So that helps me to actually do this a lot better. So basically start with the big picture. So this is basically like talk about what you want or what's going on in your life during the time that you want it, and then set your goals. So I broke it down in personal, family, friends, relationships, heart and spirit, financial, work, career, or study goals. And then it's design your day, so your morning, your evening routine, stay on course. So what are the things that you want to make sure that you're like writing down every month? So I wrote down exactly when do I want to accomplish all these things, so I'm going to let you know. So you have a understanding of how realistic this can be, and you can write this down on a sheet of paper. You don't need a guy, like get a fancy planner or anything like that. So the first section, so weigh 145 pounds. I want to accomplish that in 6 months. A new Range Rover Velar Sport, white with black rims, 6 months. Have a more optimistic mindset, which isn't something I didn't talk about, but I really want to achieve that in 6 months by really just believing that anything is possible. My husband's really good at that. I'm not really so good at it. So this year I really want to work on that. Vacation once a quarter. I want to achieve that in the first 3 months, because that's like the first vacation is in 3 months. And then professional photos, separate and together, at least booking it in the first quarter for sure. Hang out with friends more in the first 3 months. I just want to hang out with friends. I want to build those relationships. And then this year, get baptized, Delano and I, so 6 months for that goal. Prepare for meetings, ministry beforehand, which is 1 month, because I mean you can start doing that right now. Pay off all debt, so 8 months. Got to be super specific with that one. Triple our income for our business in 6 months. Triple my YouTube income in 6 months. Hire employees for our business, 6 months. Grow my YouTube channel to 20,000 subscribers. I said 6 months, but I'm probably gonna change it to 12. I mean, I know it's realistic, so maybe I'll keep it to 6. Okay, we'll keep it to 6. And then consistency in all we do, 6 months, because I have a lot of goals I want to achieve, as you hear, in 6 months. So definitely need to do that. And then a new laptop, 3 months, because I really needed to upload these videos and get these videos out and edit them and stuff like that, because right now I am editing off of my iPad, sad day, and then as well as my husband's laptop when he's not using it. So this one I'm gonna probably edit off of well, maybe my husband's laptop, I'm not sure. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really do hope you enjoyed it. Definitely stay on your goals. The more you stay on it, I promise you, you will be so successful and things will go according to plan. Everything will work out. Thank you so much for watching this video, guys. Please subscribe and go check out my Instagram, autumn.burks. And I will see you with the next video on Wednesday. And just, yeah, thank you. Start this new year right and really achieve your goals. Do not give up in the first 3 months. Or else your year will be just like last year. So work towards the life that you want, guys.